fact, I shouldn't be jumping around like this. It's the low intensity workout. Let me start that one again. Here we go. Welcome everybody, it's the low intensity workout coming at you this morning. We've got, that's eight exercises. 30 seconds on, 30 seconds off, it's nice and chilled. 10 seconds and we're going to start with running. And when I say running, it's almost like high knees, but not quite, okay? And punching forwards. This time I want you punching forwards. Stand by, we're away, let's go. So no farting about this morning. I want these fists made, it's not a warm up, okay? I want us punching. Now it's almost like high knees. I would say half high knees, okay? So we're not going all the way up. We're not doing spot sprints. We're just doing this, it's gonna get the heart rate up, focus on the breathing. And when you're punching, I want you locking that arm out and ripping it back in, okay? Don't give it this, okay? We're still trying to get the heart rate up, we're still trying to work here this morning. Relax, 30 seconds, okay? Go water your plants or have a wee walk around. Next exercise, pay attention to this one. It's a tricky one. X-plank, X-plank, okay? We're making an X. All I want you to do is lift the hips up, reach across, touch the toes. Lift the hips up, reach across, touch the toes. From the side, it looks like this. Lift the hips up, reach across. Notice how I'm not breaking form. I'm not bending the knees. Stand by. Go. So a good exercise for loosening us off, okay? But also, think of it just like any other exercise. Lift the hips up, don't let them sag, okay? Squeeze that butt. Make sure your feet are a good distance apart. You're reaching across, you're gonna feel a good stretch in the hamstrings and groin, okay? But we're still gonna be working the core, which you will feel. My word, that was a quick 30 seconds. Which you will feel if you do it properly. You'll feel the core, because it should be the core that's lifting us up. That's why we're lifting the hips up. Next exercise, another good one for mobilizing us, is an inchworm with a T rotation. Okay, it looks like this. I walk out, solid position, rotate one, rotate two, and then I walk back in. Make sure on those rotations you keep the body solid, and the only thing moving is that thoracic spine, that upper back. I don't want you tilting the whole pelvis around. Go. So I walk out, rotate, keep my eyes on my fingertips, and I want you to rotate as far as you can. Okay, remember, from the side, I'm not letting my belly button come with me, okay? I want you to try to make sure your belly button's always facing the ground, even on those rotations. I want you to feel it, stretching out the chest, shoulders, mobilizing that upper back, the thoracic spine. Okay, it's like a mobility movement built into an exercise. Great work. Focus on your breathing. Next exercise, we've not done it in a long time. A diamond glute bridge. Think diamond sit-up is the same set-up position. Basically, it's a glute bridge, but we put the soles of the feet together, and then I want you to simply push the feet together, to get up. It's a much shorter range of movement than your regular glute bridge. Stand by. Go. Pause, squeeze, down. Drive the feet together, pause, squeeze, down. Try to get the feet nice and close to the butt. And make sure that you're keeping both feet, soles, squeezed together. And that's how you get up. I want you to think about pushing those feet together, not pushing the feet down into the ground. Okay, and what you should get from this is feeling like the glutes are working just that little bit harder. Remember the basics, tilt the pelvis as we're coming up. Okay, imagine you're trying to tuck the pelvis underneath the body as we're coming up, and that should make the glutes activate a bit more. Easy exercise next, it's an elbow plank for 30 seconds. If you're not very good at elbow planks, now's the time to practice and get better. 30 seconds holding it correctly is not it's not easy, okay? For some people, an elbow plank's hard. If you do it properly, it's no easy feat. Let's start getting set up. Stand by, 5 seconds. So get yourself away now. Feet together, knees together, go for it. Now remember, I've got a nice neutral spine. Okay, as if I'm getting my height taken against the wall. Okay, I'm not overextending, and I'm certainly not lifting those hips up. Keep it tight. If you're holding this correctly, okay, your core will activate naturally anyway, but I want you to reinforce it, okay? Don't be lazy with it. Squeeze the butt, keep the core tight. Imagine someone, you're going to be really unfortunate here, someone's going to stand on your lower back and someone's going to punch you in the stomach at the same time. Good, relax there. So I want you to make sure, because our core does obviously activate in that position. I want you to make sure you're re-emphasizing it, reinforcing it is the word I'm looking for, okay? So squeeze it hard as if someone's gonna punch you to the stomach and somebody's gonna stand on your back at the same time. How unfortunate are you? Lunges coming at you next. Nice controlled lunges. Forward, backwards, walk around your room. I don't mind, as long as you're lunging and you're doing it correctly. Stand by, 3, 2, 1, we're away. So, I'll take a wee walk. Mix it up a wee bit. Make sure when you're doing your lunges, that you're keeping that big prominent step and you're keeping that pelvis, not the pelvis, sorry, the upper body, nice and vertical, driving through both feet, okay? Come on, hurry up, just because we're walking around the room doesn't make it as an excuse to stop around. Let's get moving. If you're not walking around the room, that's fine. Just mix these up a wee bit. This floor needs a hoover. Anyway, fire hydrants. Fire hydrants. One that looks ridiculous, but actually it's quite a good exercise. Firing up the glutes again. We're on all fours, balanced evenly across all 4 limbs. Then I'm going to keep my core nice and tight. I'm going to lift that leg up, but I'm going to maintain. See the bend you see here? I'm maintaining that, and that is where you'll feel those glutes. Go for it. Those glutes and those abductors firing up for you there. Okay, now just like the T rotations, pelvis stays where it is. Belly button points down. Do not tilt the pelvis. So if you look at me now, this is how not to do it. That's how not to do it. Okay. It's like a dog going for a pee on a fire hydrant, except the only difference is we're going to pee all over our other leg because we're not tilting the hips, okay? So a dog will get right up there. We're not. We keep our belly button facing down the way. So it's kind of a waste of time. Anyway, the next exercise is a seal jack. It's going to get your heart rate up, but that's the purpose of it. Seal jacks. I want you to stand like this now, okay? Stand tall, stand proud. That's what I'm trying to do. See how my arms are straight? Feel that tension holding you there? That's what I want. Go for it. Maintain that nice, tight form, that good posture. I want you to feel pulling those shoulder blades back. I want you to feel that upper back and the back of those shoulders working. Also, it's a good exercise. See if your chest's pretty tight. All this is like your chest swings. So it's good for opening up that chest, but also squeeze the shoulder blades nice and light on the toes. Gets the heart rate up. That is 1 round done already. Tell you what, that was fun. I enjoyed that so much so we're going to do it another twice. Okay, another 2 more rounds and then we're done. 3 rounds in total. Catch your breath. As always, we're not going to bother with 60 seconds rest, okay? I'll just override it. So get ready, catch your breath, get a quick sip of water if you need it, and we're going to start in 10 seconds. Straight back into round 2. Stand by, everybody. Okay, we're ready for this? Running and punching. Okay, I'm overriding the timer, so 3, 2, 1, we're away. Yes. So it's high knees, but not quite. Good. I'd say half high knees. And I want you punching with that nice proud chest. Put a bit of oomph into your punches. Make sure you're pulling back. Okay, don't be slow, pull back. The arm from the punch. Keep the chest nice and proud. Keep working hard. 5 seconds. Come on, never mind the Christmas tree. Get away from it. Get back here. Relax, 30 seconds. Good. Right, 25 seconds. 25 seconds. People are like blooming well, seeing flashing lights and getting distracted by them. My attention, please. 15 seconds. X planks. Okay, so 10 seconds now I would start thinking about getting set up. So remember, it's called an X plank because the position of my hands and feet make me look like an X almost, okay? Core tight, lift up, right arm to left foot. And we're not rushing it. I want you to feel that stretch. But remember, the movement is hips up, hips down. And you'll feel the core working if you're doing that correctly. Don't break form. Try to reach under and across. And see if you move your head with your arm. you'll probably find if you look towards that foot, you just make it a wee bit easier. That one always flies by. Must be a fun one. Right, inchworm, T rotations next. Again, let me show you. With these, you're not trying to tilt the whole body around, okay? So see how now I've twisted everything? I don't want that. The only thing twisting should be my upper back, okay? Trying to keep that core facing down. Stand by. Don't forget the inchworm. 5 seconds. Whoa. Right, let's go for it. We're out. We walk out. Now see if you're very coordinated, or you want to try to be. Each time you walk back down, I want you to rotate the opposite way. Okay, so don't keep going down and going to the left all the time first. So I started on the left. This time I'm going to go down. It's going to start on the right. Now with this T rotation, if your lower back's pretty tight, and your obliques are pretty tight, and your chest's pretty tight, and your shoulders are pretty tight, you're going to feel it, okay? You're going to identify straight away, because when you try to do that rotation, you'll probably hit a point and you'll go, ah, and then you'll either continue it with a bent arm, or you won't go any further. If you're doing it correctly, you'll go to here and go, ah! You will not go like this, okay? Feel the stretch, enhance the stretch, get better. Next exercise is a diamond glute bridge. So it's living up to its name, I hope. It's a low intensity workout. Oh, it's not a sit up, I nearly done a diamond sit up there. Getting way too excited. So hopefully it's living up to its name, okay? It's a low intensity workout, but it's a workout nonetheless. Heart rates are certainly not down, but we're certainly not coughing up a lung. Okay, it's feeling all right. I'm getting a sweat on, my heart rate's up. I'm working the muscles, getting that blood flowing around. Feeling good, okay? I won't lie to you. Before this started, I was like, ugh, bare with a sore head. Now, I'm very happy. Right, okay, next exercise is an elbow plank. Elbow plank, let's keep it tight. Remember, someone's coming along, punching you in the stomach and then standing on your back at the same time. So make sure we're reinforcing, keeping that core tight. Because when you go down, let's go, let's get in a position now. When you go down, you'll feel the core activate. Of course it does, it has to. Your brain makes that happen. But we want to emphasize it. Squeeze the core harder, squeeze the butt harder, keep that chest proud. You want to feel solid. If someone came to your left and right and tried to push you, hat, nice try, you ain't pushing me, I'm solid. If someone stood on your back, you wouldn't flex down, you wouldn't overextend down, sorry. If someone punched you in the stomach, they'd break their knuckles. Okay, that's the tension we're talking about here. That's what's going to make it better, a better brace. Okay, it's going to make you stronger. Relax there, good. So a correct plank isn't the easiest thing in the world. Problem is, people say they can hold it for 5 minutes and then you watch them holding it. Aye, nice try. So lunges next, okay? Lunges. You can go forwards this time, you can go backwards this time. I'm giving you the choice to do what you want here. Okay, that does not mean take a detour past the Christmas tree and start farting about with whatever it is that you're not quite happy with. Do it afterwards. 3, 2, 1, let's go. Or, if you're feeling extra crazy this morning, you can do both. Look at me, I'm doing 2 forwards and then 2 backwards. I do live life on the edge though, I will warn you. Right, okay, so mix it up. By all means, woofed, good. There we are, I'm all over the shop, but it's working. So that'll test your coordination. Good, fantastic. Well, next exercise is a fire hydrant. Feels like a ridiculous exercise, but see if you do it properly, you'll feel it. You'll feel where we're trying to work here. You're going to feel it on those outer glutes, okay, and you'll feel it on those abductors, you know, adductors, groin, abductors, out to the side. Stand by. Every day's a school day. Stand by. Whew. Get ready. Core tight. Go, lift up, pause, and then down. It's quite difficult, but I want you to try and keep that 90-degree bend in your arm, bend in your leg, sorry. Because as you lift that leg, you might be inclined to start bringing the heel towards the bum. Okay, I don't want you to. I want you to try to focus on keeping it. Imagine it's in a cast, can't move it. What that's going to do is add a bit more weight to your leg because it's putting the weight further away from your midline, and you're going to feel it a bit more. Whereas if you do this, which a lot of people will do, as soon as you lift that leg off the ground, you'll bring that foot towards your bum and you'll do that, okay? Move the foot out. Like I say, you don't appreciate the weight of your own leg because you're used to dragging it about. Have it off your midline, further away, and you'll add a bit more resistance to that exercise. Seal jacks next. Stand up nice and tall, nice and proud, and get ready for it. Feet together. Yes. Stand by. 3, 2, 1. Let's go for it. Pull those shoulder blades. Keep the chest proud. Keep those arms straight. Don't be lazy. Feel those upper back muscles squeezing together and contracting as we pull these arms back. And like I say, if your chest's feeling pretty tight, this will help open it up a little bit. But only if you're keeping the chest proud and you're not giving in and dropping the arms and dropping those shoulders. Boom. Number 2 is in the bag. Let's get number 3 and the final one out of the way. Wee sip of water, shake yourself out, set yourself up. Pardon me. And then we'll get this going, get it finished. So hopefully you're feeling good, hopefully you're feeling better every round we do. We'll stop at 3 because I can't have people feeling too good. Stand by. Where's everybody gone? This is not a toilet stop, people. Stand by. Okay, I'm overriding it, so get yourself ready. Jogging on the spot, punching forwards. Stand by. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Because a minute rest's overkill. Let's go for it. So get those knees up, but not quite high knees. Basically, it's letting us punch fast. It's all coordinated. Go too high, your punches will slow down. Go too, and you won't get a full punch in. So somewhere in between, find your happy medium. Nice and light on the balls of the foot. Punch forwards, pull back, relax. X planks next for us. X planks. So if you're struggling to reach your feet, okay, it's not that you're doing anything wrong. If you're struggling to grab your foot on this one, it's just your tight. It's a mobility issue. Each time you go, try and take it further. Try to have a pause, okay? So when you go, don't just touch and go. Touch, reach, squeeze, and then release. Go for it. Remember, we keep the hips up. We push the hips up to get to that foot. Do not bend the knees. Do not break form. And then we drop the hips down, squeeze the butt, keep the core tight. Hopefully each time you go, you're feeling like you're mobilizing yourself just that wee bit more until eventually you might feel like you can grab them. Good work. Back up on my feet. Inchworm with a T rotation next. Focus on your breathing. Keep yourself moving. Plenty of rest to be proactive with it. So, inchworm, T rotations, remember. Full rotations, trying to keep all this as down as we can. And don't give in to it. If it feels tight, if you hit tightness, don't keep going and break form, okay? Hold it at the point you're starting to struggle. Inchworm, don't forget inchworm. Go. So I'm down, tight, follow the hand, okay? And feel that stretch out. Squeeze the butt at the top of your inchworm, remember. Oh, crack. Good, what you might get, if you're feeling tight, if you're feeling a lot of tightness, you'll feel it, lower back especially. If you start getting round into a decent rotation, the obliques and lower back, that gets a damn good stretch here, okay? Relax. Diamond glute bridges. Oof. Fantastic. Okay, so nearly there, nearly done for the day. Hopefully now you're wide awake and ready to attack the day ahead. If you've got anything to attack, I don't. Right, 5 seconds. Stand by, get the feet nice and close, get the palms of the feet. Yeah, that'll do. Soles of the feet up, squeeze and down, okay? Get the feet as close to the bum as you can. Up, squeeze, okay? Tilt that pelvis, tuck the bum underneath. Drive by pushing the feet together, not by pushing the feet into the ground. push the feet together and get up. Very short range of movement here. Good exercise. This one fires up the glutes, which leads us nicely on to elbow plank, okay? But I want you to get up. Don't lie on the ground for 30 seconds, because that's no good. Get up, move around, focus on your breathing. Quick sip if you need it. And then we're into elbow planks. We've only got 4 exercises left. We're halfway there, okay? And they're easy enough. Stand by. 10 seconds. Stand by. Start getting yourself into the position now, so that when that buzzer goes, you've got the perfect plank already set up. Good to go. Go. So that way we don't spend 5 to 10 seconds farting about, okay? Keep the core tight. Keep the butt squeezed, and then squeeze it harder. Work on that brace. That's what's going to protect your lower back, strengthen up the core, okay? If you're sat in a chair all day long, we want this core nice and tight. We want it to be able to support our lower back, our spine, okay? We don't want a weak core anytime, even when we're exercising. Relax. So that's why I'll always try to teach you, don't be lazy with your plank. Use it as the perfect opportunity to get better. Squeeze it tight, try to make it harder, okay? A lot of people just hold a nice relaxed position because they don't want it to be tough, they don't want to fail. Different if you were doing the likes of a plank off, then maybe don't. You're trying to be more economical. But day to day, when you're holding that elbow plank, do it properly. Squeeze it harder, stand by for lunges. 3, 2, 1. Try what I'm doing. I do 2 forwards, and then I do 2 backwards. And see if you can manage to do the 2 backwards without trying to go forwards. Maybe it's just me. It's a good one for testing your coordination and getting that brain fired up. Boom. 2 forwards, feet together, 2 back. That's a new exercise. Maybe it's not, in fact, it rings a bell. I think we've done something like it before. Relax there, fantastic. Right, we're fire hydrants. Right, get ready for this one. So like I say, there's nothing dynamic, there is literally nothing dynamic. The most dynamic exercise you've got, I would say, is seal jacks this morning. So everything's pretty much controlled. Strength exercises, and a couple of ones that will keep the heart rate up a wee bit. But for the most part, this morning, you should feel like, yep, I'm working out, but I don't feel like I'm knocking on death's door the way I usually do. Nice, controlled, remember. Keep that leg at 90 degrees. Try not to lift the foot towards the bum. And you will feel it. It'll be working that outer glute big time. Squeeze at the top, just like any other of these exercises. Get that pause and that squeeze at the top, just to fire up that muscle group all the more. Beautiful, fantastic. Okay, last exercise coming at us now. Seal jacks, the last exercise you're going to do this morning on this morning circuit. Let's do the best we can here. Feet together. Stand up tall, stand up proud, arms out in front of your chest. Good posture, that's why we do this. That's why we're doing this now. Good posture makes all the difference on this one. If you start soft, okay, you see people doing this kind of thing. Okay, no good. Stand by, get these big back muscles, squeeze them together. Go. Focus on your breathing. Nice and light on the balls of the feet, the toes. Okay, heels, they may come into contact with the ground, but certainly not putting any weight into them. Predominant on the balls of the feet. Jump in and snap back out. Pull the shoulder blades. Keep the chest proud. Good. Nearly there, 5 seconds. Great work. 30 seconds, I want you to walk around and then we're done, okay? 30 seconds of your life. And all I want you to do, your heart rate might not be all the way up, but I still want you to do your recovery breaths. 15 seconds, okay? That's all I'm asking for you. Shake everything out. Splendid. Well, hopefully you enjoyed that as much as me, and it woke you up, it got you feeling good, it got you moving. Thank you very much. That is, again, I'm done explaining low intensity. Low intensity workouts have a place in everybody's working week. Sometimes it's better than taking a day off, okay? For those of you who don't like taking days off because it gives you a cloudy head, but we should have days where we're doing much lower intensity, okay? Maybe even weeks. Sometimes we need weeks scheduled in as well. We need easier weeks because if you're just constantly adding stress to your body, okay, eventually you end up in that deficit that you're not getting out of, okay? You're tired, you feel like crap, you're demotivated, your workouts feel like a chore. Take an easier week, okay, that's the answer, and then you'll feel better for it. People get caught up in the roller coaster and they're scared to take time off or take an easier day because they think it's going to negatively impact their performance or their goals, when in reality it might feel a wee bit harder coming back from that nice, easier week, but the difference is the week after you'll be back on it, you'll be hitting it harder than you ever have and you'll be feeling better. Anyway, be sensible with your training. Don't go all out, flat out all the time because like I always say, you really won't be. Thank you very much and have a good day.